Like, look at this. A Palestine stand at an Australian protest. A Palestine stand selling Palestine scarves and all that rubbish. Something really shocking. Why at these protests, these are all Palestine scarves? And the poor Aboriginal flag getting dragged into it. I'm not going to talk about that because that's absolutely ridiculous. Them still trying to use the Aboriginal people as a pawn in that movement. They want nothing to do with these radicals, trust me. But anyway, now, the Palestine scuts. If you look at the crowd, it's meant to be for Australia. This is meant to be for Australia. These protests are meant to be for Australia, but why is there no Australian flags there? Why is there no Australian flags at an Australian protest? Because they say they're fighting for Australia to stop one nation, yet there's no Australian flags there. G'day everyone, welcome back to another video. Now, you've probably seen lots of footage of the protests now. What's going on with the protests? The high schoolers are out there everywhere protesting against one nation, but they claim it's for Australia. Well, I'm going to show you some clips today to show you why it's not for Australia and why this radical socialist Palestine movement is trying to radicalize children and use them for their agenda, saying they're fighting for Australia and their future. Even not anyone with half a brain who's old enough to know what's going on in the world, more you go towards socialism and communism, it actually destroys your country, not helps it. But we're going to get into that. Now, I wanted to show some clips here. These are the radicals here. I'm going to show you the radicals quickly so you know who the type of people are at these protests and what people are dealing with these radicals.
Guys, what would you do if Pauline Hanson were here today?
I'm not. I would fucking. I'd shoot her. I would fucking hit her. I would run and her. It's a beat her the fuck up. Kill her. Kill her. Boo, boo, boo. I don't even slap the shit out of that fucking bitch. Fucking grab her by the head. Beat that shit. Fuck Pauline Hanson. Eat my ass.
So there's even worse clips than that, you know, calling to beat her, kill her, attack Pauline Hanson, you know, silence her. Typical fascist left-wing radicals. When they call you the fascist, they're the ones that want to use political violence to stop you. But what I wanted to point out today is something really shocking. Why at these protests, these are all Palestine scarves? And the poor Aboriginal flag getting dragged into it. I'm not going to talk about that because that's absolutely ridiculous. Them still trying to use the Aboriginal people as a pawn in that movement. They want nothing to do with these radicals, trust me. But anyway, now, the Palestine scuts. If you look at the crowd, it's meant to be for Australia. This is meant to be for Australia. These protests are meant to be for Australia, but why is there no Australian flags there? Why is there no Australian flags at an Australian protest? Because they say they're fighting for Australia to stop one nation, yet there's no Australian flags there. That's because they're being taught to demonize and hate Australia with these socialist radical movements. The Palestine movement is indoctrinating these children. That's what it's really about. The radical side of the Palestine movement, which is pretty much all of it now because they're completely indulged in it. And now there's these people out there with Palestine scarves at Australian protests. And have a look at this clip. This was shocking to me. This is at one of the protests. They have a Palestine stand. That's how you know it's not for Australia. Like, look at this. A Palestine stand at an Australian protest. A Palestine stand selling Palestine scarves and all that rubbish. Like, are you fucking serious? How is this anything to do with Australia? How is this about Australia when they're literally selling Palestine merchandise for the protest? They're not selling Australian flags. They're not selling Fight for Australia. They're not even selling Greens and Labor merchandise. It's Palestine merchandise because this is all an agenda to get children to hate that culture, hate Australia, in my opinion, indoctrinate them, fight for that movement, allow mass immigration, allow replacement of their people, tell them that culture's bad, that culture's horrible, then they're all going to wind up in burqas, be taken over, and look what happens in all the other countries, like Iran, like Lebanon, like bloody England. Look what's happening in these countries that are allowed to be taken over because they're too soft to fight back, and now they're using the children to push their radical movement because adults are waking up to it, realizing everything's going to shit in this country, going towards this socialist communist agenda. So now they're trying to use the children, indoctrinate them to take over. It's absolutely ridiculous. And this is all my own opinion, but you can see it happening in real time. I can see it happening in real time. It's absolutely sick. And the demonization of one of the best cultures in the world, Western culture, Australian culture, with the most rights, yet they tell you you're racist and you oppress people when you've given people the most fucking rights and we have one of the most free countries. That's why you can go out there and protest. Yet you're trying to go out there and support these other cultures that will give you no rights. A lot of them will put you in a burqa, not allow you to speak in public without a man. Like, it's absolutely ridiculous. These people are so indoctrinated to support these radical movements. And I'm fucking sick of it. I can't believe they're using the children now. And people need to wake up to what's really going on in this country. They're teaching anyone that wants to put Australia first, like One Nation, not be part of the UN, not part of the globalist agenda, that they're racist and they need to be stopped. We need to have mass immigration, replace Australian culture, and allow this globalist, agenda, silent speech, all this multiculturalism, diversity. Look how good that's going. It's destroying our country. And it's going to continue to destroy our country the more we allow it. And we need to stand up, vote for a party that puts Australians first, like One Nation. That's what we're doing here, to fight back for Australia, because we're the resistance. They're protesting that everything's bad, even though they're the ones in charge. That's how indoctrinated they are. They're protesting to keep the people that are destroying the country in charge. And they still blame One Nation. They're not even in charge. They are delusional. But let me know what you think in the comments down below. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, join to be a member if you want to show some extra support. It means the world to me. But I think it's crazy that they are out here, no Australian flags for an Australian Day protest, yet they're selling Palestine merchandise. It's getting crazy out there.